Good afternoon again, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. First and foremost, as always, I want to give a major shout out to the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He's the Lord of my life. Shout out to you too for another opportunity to share on another Resurrection Sunday. For this is the day that He has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I want to shout out to, as always, all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, each and every one of you that take time to watch the videos and the shorts. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm coming out of, and if you're a believer, Jesus at one point, Matthew 26, he went to Gethsemane, where he was with his apostles / disciples, where he cried out and he prayed and he wrestled in prayer 3 times for the Father's will to change and everything. And he set that example. Each and every one of us is that at times we got to wrestle with the Father in prayer, but at the end of the day, one thing we'll learn from that, he wrestled with the Father in prayer because he was emotional, he was tired, the apostles were tired, but the Father's will wasn't going to be changed. The purpose of Christ being sent is in order to fulfill the law, in order for each and every one of us to have salvation, which is attained for everyone. It's not restricted. It's not just for our brothers and sisters that's of Israel. It's for everyone. Jew and Gentile now can have access to the kingdom of Christ because of the sacrifice of which the Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ, did for each and every one of us. So the point is, in that regard, is this: the Father's will had to be done. Jesus had to fulfill it. No matter how much he didn't want to do it, because he had feelings, because he was a human being at that point, it had to be done. So I want to say this to each and every one of you. And shout out to my man Bible E, as always, on that 1 and 2, for always sending that daily word. Matthew 6, verse 11. Give us this day our daily bread. As I share this bread in which we're going to eat today, as all the believers are probably in service or coming out of service, getting ready to start the next service, or on their way home, I want to encourage you. This is what the word says, right? True worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. God is spirit, and his worshipers must worship in spirit and in truth. Let's be true worshipers, offering our lives as a continual act of worship to God. May we seek God with serenity, authenticity, and a desire to know him more deeply. Walk in the word. Sorry if I mispronounced that in that regard. I get tongue-tied, or just sometimes things are hard to pronounce for whatever reason. Authenticity. Well, y'all can correct me. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I got to work on my tongue. I never had a list and everything, but you get older, some things change, unfortunately. So I got to work on my pronunciation. Back in the days, they used to have this thing called Hooked on Phonics. So I probably have to work on that in that regard as far as myself. So keep me in prayer, brothers and sisters. I'm a work in progress myself. So I thank each and every one of you for taking time again to watch the video and also to watch the shorts and support the channel. I pray that each and every one of you have a wonderful day and have an amazing week. Traveling mercies. Always count the cost when you make certain decisions. Certain things are just not worth getting involved in, Confrontations, avoid them by all means. In these days that we're living in, people will kill you, Even though it may hurt your pride, this person disrespect you, argue with you, especially if you have a family. Remember, men, women, the bigger picture is getting home to your children. Because without you, your children are going to suffer without you being there. They may get the life insurance if you pass away, but they need you there. So trust and believe. Follow that advice, brothers and sisters. So once again, have a wonderful day, y'all, and have an amazing week. More content on the way. Peace and blessings.